And welcome to Popcorn Buckets. As always, Devin's never ready to record.
Now I'm ready to record. I legit thought you did it. I was like, oh, he did.
No, I did it. I was messing with you. I'm sorry, bud.
Wait, it actually says we're recording right now.
Yeah, we are.
Oh. I'm ready, I swear.
No, never ready. Never ready.
Oh, gosh.
You know
Hello,
who's
everyone.
always ready?
You man.
No, Superman.
Oh, Superman. He really is.
Yeah.
He keeps that thing on him.
Oh my gosh, I am on the fourth movie right now.
Uh-huh.
I know you're not, but I'm like, I think it's the fourth movie where he's like flying around with his just glasses tucked into his underwear, and Lois just like takes them off and puts them away, and I'm like,
Wait, does she know that he's Superman again?
here's the thing,
Dude,
not that I'm aware of, because she's also setting him up on a date with another girl, but at the same time, more interested in her date with like Superman.
uh-huh.
But that's not important for this episode.
Right. When I watch the movie, I've got questions. I'll probably go if Megan goes to bed early, I might turn it on tonight then. And we can probably knock it out Saturday in
Yep.
between takes.
But today I can hear an echo.
Can you?
Yep.
Is it me?
It's probably you. I don't think I'm playing through your headphones. I think I'm playing through your desktop.
No, I got you playing through my headphones on both things.
Am I playing through me? You know what? Next time, I may just Oh, no! I still hear me. I'll try out that echo cancellation.
Oh, okay.
So.
I know. I can hear myself a little bit in my ear because I like it because I want to be able to hear my pitch because sometimes I talk loud.
Devin, this is your conscience.
No, it's not you.
It's I'm here to tell you, you little bitch.
That's fine. You know, this is a little bitch.
Your mom.
No, the villains of these movies.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Hold on. A little housekeeping first. Today we're reviewing Superman 3, 1983. Yeah. Just villains in these Christopher Reeves movies are outstanding to me because it's like, hey, Adam West Batman is going great or went great. Let's do that. And I came into this expecting like a very serious movie.
No.
And this is the most flamboyant Lex Luthor I have ever seen.
Oh, you talking about in the first one? You thought he was flamboyant?
Have you not seen that? Where he's just like the most garish kind of guy?
I mean, I know we talked about this in the first one, the second one. He's just to me, right? I mean, you know, it's crazy. He's not even in the third one. That's where I'm like, where's he at?
No, he's not in this one because they were like, evil billionaire. Let's name him Ross.
You don't remember his name, do you? I don't remember his name either.
No, I think his name's actually Ross.
You think his name's Ross?
Yeah.
Ross.
I can check for you, but I'm fairly certain it's Ross.
I swear, if it's Ross, I'm gonna be shocked. I'm not gonna lie, they gave me like their version of Legion of Doom sometimes, and during the movie, in the back of my mind, when it cut to them on top of the rooftop, I was like, "Meanwhile, in the super villain air."
Let's see. Perry White, Richard Pryor, Ross Webster.
Is he really Ross?
Yep.
Wow. Wow,
I
wow, wow.
wonder. Let's see.
Got my loaf of bread right here on my bed. Got a loaf of bread on my bed.
Hey, maybe this version of Ross inspired the Ross from Friends, Devin.
How so?
I don't know. Have you seen Ross from Friends? He gets a bit crazy without the laugh track.
You ain't lying. We were on a break. Dude, I've tried to watch him in
Who ate my sandwich?
Dude, I've tried to watch him. So, they brought back Goosebumps and it's a new story, The Vanishing. Have you had a chance to watch that yet?
No. On Disney?
Well, it's on it might be on the Disney and Hulu. Yeah, it's on Disney Hulu. It's I watched the first episode and I just wasn't impressed. Like, I don't know. And I'm like, I guess because like we're 2000 kids, the 90 babies. It's like, oh, dude, we've watched Goosebumps.
Yeah, give me that bad acting from unpaid children.
I mean, it's not the same.
You weren't expecting that comeback, were you?
I was not.
Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because we're gonna break all the OSHA violations. For like certified, more like forklift suggestion.
That must be a work thing.
No, I just made that up right now.
That's a good one.
Thank you. OSHA disapproves me.
Oh, I'm sure. I bet there's probably, somewhere there probably is
So-
somebody that's an OSHA agent, and they're like, I like these guys, and then they hear this episode, they're like, oh.
Unsubscribe. Angry comment. You are everything I am against, and it's just the OSHA joke.
Your OSHA joke wasn't even funny.
You said I could get on board with you watching Godzilla. I could get on board with you calling Godzilla a trans man. But this violating OSHA, that is too far.
That's it. I've had enough. You're canceled. You're gone.
Yep.
Just sitting there like, okay, buddy. God, my dad was an OSHA guy for a little bit, and he says that everybody didn't like him after that. He was transitioned into
basically, a lot of times they go into a warehouse and just like, nope.
Oh,
I am currently working at a warehouse, and I'm just like, I understand the rules. It's just a lot of like common sense, but you know how it can be.
Oh, I do know how it can be. It can be brutal.
Yep.
Oh, man, but no.
But
This
don't worry,
movie-
Devin. A bitch never gets cold.
But the snow never bothered me anyway.
I know. That's why I'm here with a blanket, and you're over there being a bitch.
I got a hood on.
Oh, we're bringing back Palpatine.
We are. I'm actually wearing the exact same shirt. I pulled the shirt out of the clean hamper, and I was like, ah. And I was like, oh, this is the hood. This is the hood from the new episode.
I'm glad you said something, because I think I wore this. I have like 3 Superman shirts currently. I got a red one, a darker blue one, and a light blue one. And I am wearing the light blue one again, and I'm like, I don't know if I wore this the last time we did Superman or not, but I'm wearing one now. I wore 2. Like, when we recorded the first one, I was wearing, I think, the light blue, and the second one is when I was wearing the red one. But I think I'm reusing this one, which is funny. Do you know how long I've had this shirt?
For years.
That's an understatement. Since middle school.
Oof.
I still can wear it.
It's not in bad shape neither. It's not too faded. I know. I'm upset mine got faded.
I know.
I had a black one with all the classic covers on it, and I was like, cool.
I can't find my Superman shirt though. My old Superman shirt did not fit anymore. It shrunk too much.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah. So, it's a good thing we're not reviewing Batman today.
Why do you say that?
Because I can't find my Batman shirt.
I'm Batman. Kyle.
Yeah,
How could you not?
Target doesn't sell them anymore. I got this from Target.
Really?
Yeah.
Luna says, "What?"
I think she just violated OSHA.
Luna, you're violating OSHA?
I swear, if you take my name badge, I will fight you.
Is she Wait, you guys have to wear name badges?
No, we have a scanner system. I can't say.
Is it kind of like mine?
It's a door pass and a little scan thing.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of like mine where it's a key card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because we're making a new warehouse, and so I have like a badge to get in the door, and it's on a lanyard, and so I have to scan it to like get in the door. And Luna was trying to pick up the lanyard and run away with it.
Oh, darn cats. She's like, I'm going to work with Diane.
Considering she screamed at me when I came in the door. Oh my gosh, Devin, you may be wondering about my recent tweet.
I haven't checked Twitter in like 24 hours. So why? What happened?
So I was like, so I Googled to see if my cat was autistic. Google didn't say yes, but it absolutely did not say no.
You think your cat's autistic?
Listen, here's the thing. They had several traits. Luna's extremely vocal. Both of them have anxiety disorders. I caught Sally Mae chasing her tail the other day, which is apparently an autistic trait.
For cats?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How often do you know cats to chase their tails?
Well, now that you mentioned, I've never known for cats to chase their tail.
Because that's a dog thing.
Right. Well, Kyle, you got two autistic kitties. How does that make you feel?
Why are we running? I just see Luna just, and I'm like, oh, cat, Nascat again.
What cat?
Nascat.
Nice cat.
Nascat.
Oh, Nascat. Sorry. Ka-chow.
You know, a joke's not funny if you have to explain it, Mr. Comedian.
I'm sorry. I was like, nice cat. Nice cat. Hey, I didn't write the joke. My wife didn't write the joke.
Oh, that's because your wife didn't write the joke that you didn't get it?
Correct. I'm a bad comedian.
Yeah, that was the joke. You explained the joke again. We need to get an audio clip of somebody booing for me to play.
Boo, you suck. You suck with the glasses. Get off the stage.
I'll never forget when you said, I'm disabled. And the lady in the back of the comedy club just goes, "Oh shit, he is?" And you're like, "Yes."
Oh, dude, it's not. I mean, that was like, yeah, that was. It's not as when I did my last show, because it's been about 2 weeks since my last one, maybe 3, because I'm getting ready to do one tomorrow. When I did my whole like wheelchair chronicles and stuff like that, because we joke about my nickname. We joke about being called Gimpy, right? It's somebody because I lead off with that one because everybody's laughing, and then somebody in the kitchen because it was at a pizzeria goes, "That's not very nice." And I go, "I know, right? A bunch of friends are jerks. Call me Gimp Leg." And everybody just laughed. It was a good show. But it was just funny. It was just that, yeah, it was just that quiet, and you just hear in the kitchen. You just hear in the kitchen. That's not very nice.
Okay. So Superman 3
was a movie.
Superman.
Oh God, have we been on track? Have we been off track for 15 minutes?
I want you to take one good look at the bags in my eyes and tell me that we did not get distracted, Devin.
Yeah, we got distracted.
Yeah. You just noticed how bad the bags look, didn't you?
Just gotta look closely here. And you, sir, need to get some sleep.
Yeah, the goal was so fun fact, I was waiting for Devin for not 1, but 2 hours so we could record.
I said
And I
sorry.
was like, I'm gonna take a nap. I was waiting on Devin again.
Sorry.
Certainly does so much when you're sleep deprived.
Sorry. But anyway, Superman 3 stars legendary comedian Richard Pryor and sorry, I had a burp coming through.
Somebody's fighting demons over there.
I'm telling you, bro, it's the Zaxby's. Dude, I can't eat it anymore. It's kicking my butt. And they did only
Hold
with
on a
the
minute. Hold on a minute. I've got a genuine question. Is it the lactose?
Probably, I don't know.
You're not
Dude, I just heard that. Somebody
was-
in your
No,
somebody in your kitchen.
worse. That's a bedroom.
I hear the cats fighting. Maybe it's Batman.
There's only one cat fighting right now.
Where's the other one?
She's out of the way. Listen, Luna's doing her own thing right now.
Luna's like, man, fuck this shit.
I don't know what she's doing. This is my cat. Hannah has Sally Mae, so they're still not getting along, so we have to keep them separated.
Really?
Yeah.
So where does Sally Mae? So y'all just lock Sally Mae in her room during the day?
Not always. We alternate them. Today was Luna's.
Lockup day?
No, out of lockup day.
That makes
And then, normally at night we try to or in the evening I'll try to acclimate them together, but it's been a very slow process, especially when Luna keeps jumping the gate.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Luna just wants to play.
She does, but Sally Mae doesn't because she's scared and autistic, and so she'll get a little territorial because Luna's in her bubble, and Luna will become depressed and run around hectically, confusing Sally Mae even more. And so that doesn't help. And then when things don't go well, Luna becomes depressed and just sits there for a little bit.
Oof.
It's you see why the autistic thing makes sense for my cat now?
Very much.
Yeah, both of them are having traits, and neither of them are understanding social interactions.
Oh, man. But it stars legendary comedian Richard Pryor as a computer technician out on his luck because he's unemployed. Because my man got fired in 30 seconds or less at a fast food joint. Can someone explain that to me?
She's just calmly sitting now, and I don't know what to expect. She's just staring at me.
Yeah, she just stared at you? Oh, man. Sorry. But yeah, homeboy got fired. How do you get fired from a fast food restaurant in 30 seconds? How? Explain it to me.
Fighting customers. You don't show up. You show up late on your first day. You fight the owner.
I mean, that too.
Sleep with the owner's wife.
I don't think he was sleeping with anybody.
Because he's asexual, or because you just don't think his priority was to get laid?
I think his priority was not to get laid in this movie. I felt like he was the... listen, I'm not going to lie to you, and this is going to sound crazy. Oh, where'd he go? Kyle disappeared. Kyle? Kyle, come back. Did his computer crash? Kyle, come back. You can blame it. There you go. Hey.
I had technical issues.
You okay?
Yep, my mic disconnected. And so the system restarted itself for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're still rolling.
I see that.
Okay, anyways, don't worry. I'll edit it out. Yeah, I just think he was just a brainy character. I think they just made him like a generic brainy character that was down on his luck. And this is gonna sound crazy, but I did not like Richard Pryor's performance in this.
I don't think he was the problem. I did. I'm gonna shut up.
Huh?
I'm gonna shut up right now. I'll talk more later. It's your time to talk,
Okay.
Devin.
You did. I just didn't like it. I really didn't. I was just like, dude, can you get off screen? And dude, that scene where he was the fake army soldier, sitting that like he dragged on way too long. I'm like, dude, give him the effing kryptonite already. Hello, soldier. It's Superman, United States. I'm a great America. Here's your reward. I shoot machine gun soldier. This is Superman. Ain't he so great? You know what I'm talking about when they gave him the key to the city?
Yes, this is not the one where Superman fights Clark, is it? No, this
It
is the.
is.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, where he becomes a evil Superman.
Yeah, where he just looks really disheveled and gets drunk.
Yeah, and they changed. I didn't notice this at first, but I thought it was a really cool detail. When he was corrupted by the kryptonite, they made his suit darker.
They also gave him a 5 o'clock shadow.
That too, and I thought that was a pretty neat little detail.
Yep. So
But
yeah, keep recapping the movie.
my bad. So he's down on his luck. Some evil Ross billionaire guy's like, "Hey, you can hack in computers. There's a satellite in space. If you crack it and cause all these crazy things, I'll give you $1 million." And he's like, "Bet." Meanwhile, Clark and Lois are at the Daily Planet. Clark, can you go get me a cheeseburger? Lois, cheeseburgers ain't healthy for you. Clark, I don't care. I got a big story.
Okay, I'm gonna stop
Clark. What?
you. I'm pulling from my notes for you.
Oh, okay.
I finally found it. I've been stalling. I'm sorry. So in the original version, Gus Gorman was to be disguised for a supervillain Brainiac, in which he could live among humans. Under Gus persona, Brainiac would then set out about his evil deeds using supercomputers, which appears in the end of the film. The filmmakers rejected the idea, instead using Gus Gorman for character for comic relief.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, you kind of see it near the end. And I didn't like it at all. It didn't look right to me.
This is not one. That's not my favorite.
It's. I get it. And it, I take it with a grain of salt, right? Because they were trying to be creative, right? It was a creative idea. And I remember thinking, oh, this is poorly executed. But watching it, I was like, okay, this was a weird creative idea. But it wasn't really poorly executed for the 80s. Now, if this was today's standards, yeah, this movie would get canned so fast.
No, hold on. There are several things that can most of these Superman movies so fast. They would not be okay with this flamboyant of a character of Lex Luthor at all.
Uh-huh.
And that would not fly. It's not comically accurate Super Lex Luthor. Blah 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 blah. May I remind you, the lazy eye?
The lazy eye.
Yeah, James Gunn.
Oh, yeah.
And because of that, everybody was like, "It's gonna be so good a movie." Blah blah. He's got kind of a lazy eye.
Dude, Ian.
It's awful. There's no way anybody's gonna like it. No one's gonna believe Superman has a lazy eye. It's just all that, and it's just like, dude, just enjoy the movie.
Dude, that's like somebody was complaining about, and this was pretty cool. James Gunn, and he used a wide filter
Mm-hmm.
camera lens on one of the trailer scenes for him flying, which is flying looks awesome to me. I'm kind of excited. But I remember people seeing, they're like, oh my god, his forehead looks weird, bro. Why does his forehead look dopey? And James Gunn's like, dude, I used a wide lens for this shot to make it where you could see the full atmosphere. He's like, just enjoy the movie or don't come see it. Like, James Gunn is like not playing around.
No, he shouldn't. He worked really hard on it. I mean,
Oh,
yeah, if it's bad. I get the hate. I don't
think
think
it is.
these movies are bad that we watch, but I definitely would not put these at like the top of my Superman list. It's nostalgic, yes, but I don't even like Man of Steel. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, because
What? You don't enjoy Man of Steel?
I need to rewatch it. I haven't watched it since it was in theaters,
Oh, okay, so it's been a while.
and I did not enjoy it in theaters because Superman killed in that, and I was like, that doesn't seem like something Superman would do to me. And I've grown and changed since.
2013? Yeah, it was 2013.
Yeah, that sounds about right. 2013. So I'm interested to see what my opinion is going to be now. Um, but yeah, I mean,
I agree with you, but what I like about these movies is I like the Clark aspect.
no. I Ford does a really good job at Clark walks in and is like, I have to be goofy as shit. And
Really?
I am goofy. I am the klutz. And just like commits to like bumping into things, knocking shit over, and I'm like, dude, you can play it down a little bit. You don't have to go this hard in the paint.
He's going hard in the paint.
Yep.
He is going hard in the paint, my guy. But I'm not gonna lie too, and I also feel like in these movies we didn't see enough Superman, and where this one we've seen plenty of Superman. That's just my opinion. Where we had a pretty good Clark story. You know,
And
he
this
went to
one?
Smallville. I thought so, yeah.
I would argue otherwise. Of course, I've watched the fourth one.
Fourth one's a little bit better.
No, it's heavy Clark.
Oh, and the fourth one. Okay. Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Oh,
Fourth one's heavy Clark, because he's like, I made world peace. We good. So all the nuclear bombs are gone. I did it, everybody.
I did it. No, in this one, I don't know. There was a lot of action. There was a lot of Superman in it, and I enjoyed it. You know, oh, dude, and you can tell this movie did not take itself seriously at all because there was some campy stuff in it.
I think they were like, hey, we're gonna be the serious movie. All this, blah blah blah. Richard Pryor, we're gonna have you do this, and I don't know if he was like, yeah, I'll try something new, or I feel like it was like we are seeing now with some of the Warner Brothers stuff, where it's like, no, change this, change everything.
I think so too. I think that's what happened too. They went from because the first ones are serious tone, right? Especially that second one, and this one it had its moments of seriousness, but dude, come on, like it had a lot of comedic stuff, like like he was doing something funny, and it had cool effects where he was showing him focusing in on the sound, and the sound waves were coming into his ear. There was a lot of little cool VXS shots that I kind of enjoyed, like the little things, little effect shots that they created for this one, which I liked a lot.
Yeah.
And the Clark and Superman fight was pretty good.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I hated it, and I was like dogging on it, and then like going from this movie, letting it sit for a little bit, and then going to watch the next one. I'm like, this would be really cool if they applied like this fight choreography level from 3 to this movie. I thought that would have been really cool, instead of just like two sweaty men like hugging each other in the air in 4. But I mean, that's what I get for written it off a Russian website. You good, man?
You got it off a Russian website.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was Superman. One guy was dressed as Superman, so I mean,
Wait, you think it was Superman?
yeah, one guy was dressed as Superman. Spider-Man was there though, and so it got a little confusing.
Why was Spider-Man there?
I think moral support.
You think he was here for moral support?
Yeah, he was just kind of standing in the corner, just like
He's probably thinking he's next.
he's like, am I the comrade that's supposed to be here?
I think I'm at the wrong party.
I think I'm in the wrong cinematic universe. I'm supposed to be fighting a man made of sand.
Oh, man, made us say it.
It's just Sandman, like, buddy, you here? Are we still on?
Sandman's just at the neck. He's just in some warehouse somewhere. I thought we were shooting today. We gotta hug it out.
Is this not the day? Am I in the right location? Pulls out the script. Yeah, I'm in the right location.
He pulls out the call sheet. Oh god. Yeah, no, 3 had great choreography. When he like grabbed the claw and wrapped him in, and he's like, "Ha, you're not." Clark's like, "Woo," and Superman's like, "Nah, bro, fuck around and find out." It was such a good fight, and the choreography, it was like an internal struggle with Superman versus Clark,
Mm-hmm.
which Clark prevailed. I just thought it was done really well.
Yeah, one of my favorite Wonder Woman lines about Superman is they're struggling to get him, I think, out of mind control or something.
Is it the Justice League movie?
I don't remember, but it's so prominent that I'm just like pulling it off the cuff. But it's like they're struggling to like keep control over Superman, and the villain's like, "Come on, Superman, you can do it," and she goes, "Come on, Clark." She goes, "Why would you call?"
Oh, that's in Justice League Unlimited. Yep, that's the episode where the God, he's yellow. Yeah, because he puts that alien on him, and he's in an alternate reality where Krypton didn't blow up.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was an alternate reality where it was like Lois Lane was like a Kryptonian, and he had a son. I mean, it was very sad. It was written really well.
It was, but I was like, "Oh shit!" That small country boy, just with a good heart, trying to do the right thing, coming through. I think that stuck with me on my idea of Superman. So this like internal struggle and Clark coming out on top, I think was a really good metaphor for that.
Yeah, for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Especially upon looking back at it. In the middle of the moment, I'm just like, oh shit, there's 2 of them.
Yeah, I mean, Superman's always had that problem, right? Not as much as Spider-Man. Spider-Man's like emo kid. He's like, should I be Spider-Man? I won't be Spider-Man. I'll be Peter Parker for the time. Nope, I guess I'm gonna be Spider-Man.
Well, something I've noticed that I don't like about Superman. They dial him back so much, like anything can hurt him if the plot calls for it.
Oh, dude, hands down. Also, with that weird, I'm not gonna lie, it was a cool kryptonite prop, but I was like, why does this not do anything to him? And he's just like, oh, thanks, bro. And he just chunks it. I'm like, what? Shouldn't you be like on the ground in pain? Not going through a weird emo phase? Because it was green kryptonite.
Well, in the comics, there's different types of kryptonite. Let me do some Googling real quick while you keep recapping.
Okay. Oh, in the Clark plot, we meet his first love, Lana Lang. He was like, "Hey, I'm a single mom. You want to go on a date?" And he's like, "Oh, you bet." Even though Lois Lane's better for you, he's like, "You betcha." Then she's like, "Hey, I got a kid. His name's Ricky." And he's like, "Hey, Ricky, I'm gonna be your new stepdad."
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, go ahead.
And DC Universe, Black Kryptonite is the type of kryptonite that splits Kryptonians' personalities into 2 separate entities essentially creating a good and evil version of themselves when exposed to it, effectively
Which we
splitting
saw.
them in half.
Well, we kind of saw that. Kind of. Sort of.
You already know what pink kryptonite does.
Makes him, can I say it?
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Oh, is that really the definition?
No, we were, you know what? No, sure, Devin, that's the definition.
It makes him fabulous.
Listen, in this current government, I am not allowed to say gay. I'm not allowed to explain to you what the Alphabet Mafia does.
I'll say it.
I can't affirm your gender. I can't use your pronouns.
Oh my.
I can't. I can't give you a sex change.
Well, darn.
Can I ask you? Can you affirm something for me? Why the fuck you're sitting in the dark?
I'm Batman.
You did it again, didn't you? You set up your stuff in front of the window because you're like, it's light outside.
It was. I'm Batman.
The sun never goes down.
I'm not getting up
Especially
until.
around 4 o'clock when we're supposed to be recording.
I'm not getting up. I'm Batman.
I hate you sometimes. I hope you know that.
You can't see me. I can see me. I can see both of us.
I just
Fine.
see white boy.
I am the knight.
No, I am the glasses.
I am the glasses.
Okay. Do you want me to, let's see, types of kryptonite. Let's see.
Tell them type script now. Let me go turn on this light real fast.
Okay. So, first off, some like housekeeping. Kryptonite changes depending upon the continuity in the writer. So that is a factor here. Devin would agree if he could hear me. So, pre-crisis continuity, red kryptonite had. Wait a minute, Devin.
Yeah.
Would you agree that the kryptonite wildly changes depending on the continuity?
Oh, dude, yes, hands down.
Okay, that's all I need. Devin.
Yeah.
Oh no, I just want to get out of my system.
You wait. Were you sitting there hollering for me the whole 30 seconds for me to go turn on the light?
Not the whole 30 seconds, probably like 15.
Devin. I need you.
Devin.
He left me. He left me alone.
Listen, I have to have my hallway buddy.
Dude, you ain't lying. For some of these interviews, I'm glad you're my hallway buddy. I'm like, I need my hallway buddy.
See, the funny thing is, you are really good at socializing, but I am really good at like the behind scenes stuff. So I'll like figure out what their interests are and all that, and I'll just sit there like,
Go on. Oh, dude, you're not as bad as when they piss you off. When they piss you, I know when you're pissed off.
oh yeah.
Yeah, because you'll be like, okay. Anyways, I'm just like, oh, bro, he is pissed.
I do not like it when people insult you. Listen, I mess with you because we are friends, but I do not take that lightly.
Oh, I just know when you're mad and you're just like, you know what, we're anyways.
Anyway.
Yes.
No, we should.
That was a good answer.
No, we probably should get back to it. So, red kryptonite
Anyways.
pre-crisis continuity. Red kryptonite has unexpected consequences, which happens to Kryptonians. They are exposed to it. Varies from exposure to exposure every time, turning into a dragon. Excessive
Turn into a
hair growth,
dragon?
gaining telepathy, etc. What?
Turn into a dragon?
This is pre-crisis.
When the fuck did he turn into a dragon?
I don't know, but what's the hair growth thing?
Fuck the hair growth. I want to know when he turned into a dragon.
You have a computer. Google why I read.
Okay.
Post continuity crisis. Batman created artificial version of red kryptonite, which upon exposure would turn Kryptonian skin translucent, causing them to absorb copious amounts of solar energy to the point of being incapacitated.
Wow.
See, I thought red kryptonite caused rage, but I may be thinking of Red Lanterns.
I thought Red Lanterns. I thought Red was kind of like well, it wasn't Superman 2. He lost his powers because Red makes him normal, correct? Yeah, Red Suns make him normal.
I thought that was blue.
I thought Blue showed his emotions.
Okay, so blue kryptonite has the same effect on Bizarro as green kryptonite does on Kryptonians. It is also an antidote to the effects of red kryptonite.
Really?
Yep. White kryptonite kills all plants, bacteria, and viruses, regardless of their planet of origin.
Oh.
Platinum kryptonite gives Kryptonian superpowers to humans permanently.
Which one gives him powers permanently?
Platinum. It gives Kryptonian superpowers to humans permanently.
Oh, okay.
So he
I've
could
never seen
give it
Platinum.
to Batman.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Kryptomites, living beings that are composed of different variants of kryptonite.
Dude, oh my god, it was Superman. It was Action Comics 289.
What?
When Red Kryptonite turned him into a dragon.
Okay, you're gonna need to email me that later,
Okay, let me see.
or you can put it in the shared drive.
Let me see if I can find a cover. Let me see if I can find the cover.
Yellow kryptonite. Originally, yellow kryptonite was part of a hoax mastermind by Lex Luthor. It was not actually kryptonite, but harmless yellow spear, as were other types of kryptonite that he used. He hoped that Superman would think it was kryptonite and thus hold back, which he did. Luthor later learned that it was not actually Superman he faced, but a Superman robot. However, yellow kryptonite first appeared in Superman Family Adventures #2 as a real variant. Nevertheless, the effects of this kryptonite are unknown, as that subject was not touched on in depth. The DC Superhero Girls continuity shows both yellow kryptonite and its main effect, which is the same as Sinestro Corp's yellow power battery. It instills fear in everyone near it. Lena Luthor used it to create yellow kryptomites. Okay. Graft developed the form of synthetic yellow kryptonite, which appears to have some kind of temporal effect. It blasts energy from its established Marilyn Moonlight's powers that sent her and Superman back to the 19th century.
Nice.
All right, Evan, you ready for Black Kryptonite?
Black Kryptonite, what's up?
Post-Crisis continuity showed Lex Luthor war suit equipped with knuckle armaments. It has the same as well as the potentially different effects of as the Smallville universe, that being splitting of Kryptonian vices from lighter sleeves, as well as reuniting them. So, like, kind of like we saw, but I haven't watched Smallville in a while, so.
I took a break from it. I was on season 9. They do some weird stuff in that show. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yep, I remember.
Like some really weird stuff.
There was one point there was like a gorilla, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was not dreaming that.
No, you weren't. They did something weird with Grog. When I'm telling you, they did some weird stuff. They did some weird stuff. Although I thought the Doomsday costume was cool, but they did something weird with Doomsday too, and I didn't like it. But
Doomsday was a Richard Pryor effect where it was, hey, we're gonna make it a regular guy, and then it's a human suit, and then all of a sudden he turns evil and like kills people.
yeah, that's basically it. He was like He was like a sleeper agent. Yeah, basically Richard Pryor. It wasn't. It wasn't executed good. The suit was cool. But,
Yep.
eh.
First seen on TV series Smallville. The only time it's ever used on Clark was in the season 4 episode Crusade, where he reprogrammed as Kal-El. Martha Kent plays a chunk of black kryptonite given to her by Dr. Swan's assistant, um, on his chest, and the two personalities physically split. Clark then used the black kryptonite chunk to eliminate Kal-El.
Oh yeah, that season 4. Oh, dude, season 4 was this weird thing too, where Lana Lane, the love interest, was like a witch. Dude, season 4 was weird.
Another effect as shown in All-Star Superman is cause the kinder personas to darken and become more evil, but also weaken their superhuman abilities, mental acuity over time.
Oh yeah.
DC Rebirth continuity. It was found in the Dark Universe and Batman Who Laughs. It caused those affected by it to turn murderously rabid, making them hostile to anyone and everyone around them.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Do you want me to read over Synthetic, or do you just want me to move on to Silver?
Let's go ahead and go to Silver.
Okay. Um, and Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, number 70. Silver Kryptonite is part of the joke played by Jimmy to celebrate Superman's silver anniversary. It does not have any effects. It was just a prop. And Smallville, Silver Kryptonite is an artificial form of kryptonite created by Professor Milton Fine, the human alias of the Kryptonian artificial intelligence known as Brainiac.
When was Brainiac in Smallville?
I could have sworn he was in there.
I'm trying to think when.
Using an ordinary rock, the artificial variant of kryptonite, it begins having paranoid delusions, becomes convinced that his family and friends are out to destroy him. Silver kryptonite causes hallucinations, such as an imagined conversation between Clark and Professor Fine, and delusion that what is actually happening is in fact something much more sinister. Post crisis continuity, Silver Kryptonite demonstrates certain mythical properties to value supernatural community. 2 known samples of the magic kryptonite have been forged. The pair of twin medallions known as Akmum Ramsey and the Amulet of Mindfulness. One half of the amulet was located inside a volcano on Dinosaur Island, while its twin was forged in the stone tablet found at the Oblivion Bar. For the Kryptonians, exposure to the silver yields effects similar to those of marijuana on humans.
Nice.
Those affected by it experience a loss of inhibition, altered perceptions, extreme hunger cravings, some psychotropic hallucinations. In the TV show Supergirl, Silver Kryptonite included hallucinations. After coming into contact with it, Superman believed to be his cousin to be Zod.
Really? Wait, isn't he? No, he's not.
No.
It's been so long. I look at them CW shows and I'm like, I need to rewatch these, and I'm like,
I keep doing that and I keep not. So
Just because like we watched them in the beginning and then they fell off. Like I want to rewatch Superman and Lois. Like I've only watched like the first 3 episodes, and I'm like, it got praise for being so good, and it looks good, but I'm like, nah.
all right. Pink Kryptonite, Kevin. We finally made it. There
Finally made
is
it
a
pink.
comical sense that Superman's apparently exposed pink kryptonite, with the implication being that it temporarily turned him gay. It was a different time, and that doesn't make it any better.
No, it doesn't.
Justice League Justice League Action, sorry. Sports
Action
Metal.
sports.
No, that was I mixed up words. Justice League Action Sports Metallo Kryptonite's heart being transmuted into pink kryptonite by Firestorm, the nuclear man, which flips the physical genders of Kryptonians. Having turned Superman into a woman of steel instead.
Okay.
Yep. Purple Kryptonite. In early appearance of Kryptonite Adventures Comics number 171, Kryptonite that appeared was purple, but it acted like green K. Green Kryptonite. Speculate the purple may have been an incredibly rare version of Kryptonite that disappeared, but the chances are likely it was most likely because the writer's indecision over color or coloring error.
I bet it was a coloring error.
The DC Superhero Girls continuity, the purple kryptonite as an existing variant. The effect of this kryptonite is hypnotic. I can control the minds of anyone that is near it. Linda Luthor used it to create purple kryptomites.
Kryptonite.
What the heck's going on with these kryptomites?
Kryptonite.
Okay, there is some. I'm gonna. There's a lot more.
There is.
Yeah, we're Periwinkle. Teen Titans continuity. Brainiac hit Superman with a periwinkle kryptonite. Ray had turned his skin and costume periwinkle, and caused him to briefly woo Lois Lane with charm and dancing skills. Later that day, Lois used a piece of physical periwinkle kryptonite on Clark, achieving the same effect. In DC Superhero Girls continuity, periwinkle kryptonite makes Kryptonians feel giddy and naturally causes Bizarro to go into fits of rage.
Ah.
Amber Kryptonite, last 52 multiverse iteration, Lois Lane used the unheard of Kryptonite variant to transfer World's Superman's abilities to herself before killing him. She would then go into the pieces of the kryptonite and hand them out to like-minded anti-meta constituents whom would turn into an army to wage genocidal war on the supers.
This got 0 to 60 real fast.
Yeah. Let's see. Orange Kryptonite in Tiny Titans continuity.
Tiny Titans.
A chunk of orange kryptonite was possessed by Lex Luthor. That doesn't help me. An animated DC League Super Pets, Lulu and Lex Luthor spent decades contemplating the effects of living biology. Mad scientists mistakenly believe that kryptonite variant empower normal individuals like himself with the abilities greater than his nemesis and the experimental animal. Lex Luthor used the thesis to realize the orange kryptonite only works on lower animal forms, or in this case, simple house pets. In Krypto the Superdog tie-in comics, the orange kryptonite was briefly used by Isis and Snooky Wookums to give themselves superpowers. Orange kryptonite was also portrayed here as only being able to give superpowers to animals, although the effects would only last for 24 hours.
Wow.
The DC Hero Girls continuity shows completely different effects of the orange kryptonite in this version. This kryptonite makes people paranoid. Then Luthor used it to create orange kryptonites.
Wow.
Opal kryptonite is a synthesized variation of kryptonite that was created by Terrence Sloan on Earth 2 and can apparently drive Kryptonians temporarily insane. Opal kryptonite can only work for a short time, however, and will eventually burn out and turn into an ordinary stone after the certain amount of time. Crimson kryptonite, post-crisis, Crimson kryptonite appeared as an artificial construct of Mr. Mxyzptlk that eliminated Superman's power. The effect of the kryptonite could be everlasting until Luthor confessed to Clark Kent that the fifth dimensional imp gave him the rock known without knowing Superman's alter ego. Unlike other kryptonite variation, this one was not radioactive. There's red green, Bizarro white, fake kryptonite, Krypton steel, fake purple spotted kryptonite. I'll read that one because it's short. Fox
Okay.
Kryptonite, the animated cartoon series Crypto the Superdog. This variation made Crypto chase his tail.
I think I remember that.
Yeah. Blood Kryptonite, Fool's Kryptonite, X Kryptonite, Bizarro Red Kryptonite, Anti Kryptonite, Joel Kryptonite, Magno Kryptonite, Kryptonite Plus. You have to pay for that one.
Wait, you gotta pay for that kryptonite?
Do you want to read Kryptonite Plus for you?
Go ahead.
It's short.
Go
Kryptonite Plus
ahead.
was a batch of 30 or multicolored stones that were left behind by aliens who said they were Kryptonite Plus or Ultra Kryptonite. They were actually Tictron stones.
Sounds like TikTok. Hey, you can buy this at the TikTok shop.
Slow Kryptonite, Kryptonite X, or Kryptonism. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Dude, there's more than I thought.
Yep.
I forgot we were in the movie. Long story short, he got into the supercomputer.
We were at the supercomputer.
Okay. He hacked into the supercomputer, hacked into a giant storm, basically flooded South Colombia. Meanwhile, Lois is there like, I want a trip to Colombia. I'm going to go chill in Colombia this whole movie and stop a Colombian drug lord this whole time without showing you guys. Except like one scene. Wreak some havoc.
It was out of nowhere. It was like a full B plot that we didn't watch, and we're just like, what?
Yeah, she's like, when she pulls up, she's like, oh my God, you guys, you won't believe what I did. And we're like, where? Where were you? What do you mean you stopped a Colombian drug trade? But that happens. It floods. By the way, how this bothered me a whole lot. Remember the scene where and this made me chuckle. Remember the red light, green light scene?
Not
And
exactly.
people kept, like when he was messing with the city and he made the red light, green light, don't walk signs go back and forth.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? And then people kept going back and forth, and it kept causing a big ruckus. And then the green guy hops up to the red guy, and they start fighting.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
Dude, I hated that scene so much because I'm like, dude, people just stop. Just stop. It's not as chaotic as you think. Just stop. And then you just see the red light, green light guy just go at it. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this anymore.
Yep. It was just so hectic, and I'm just like, why is this in the movie? Is this a joke?
I didn't get it.
I didn't either. The joke went over my head too.
And then they're all on a weird snowy mountain, by the way. Like, what jerk just put the snowy mountain on top of his business in like midsummer?
Yep. I'm gonna just go ahead and go to my notes.
Okay, go ahead.
So Gus Gorman, I did not really find anything for him in the comics.
You think he was an original character?
It seemed like he was just original character. So yeah, there wasn't much to go off of other than that.
Okay.
So yeah, and then so the Leaning Tower of Pisa leans because of soft.
Oh, I hated that scene. That made no sense to me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The Leaning Tower of Pisa leans because the soft ground beneath it couldn't support the weight of the structure. Sorry, I have an itch.
No, you're good. That scene just made no sense to me once so forever.
Construction of the tower began in 1173. The tower started leaning 5 years later as workers built the second floor. The tilt worsened over time, reaching a 5.5 degrees in 1990. Remedial work between 1993 and 2001 reduced tilt to 3.97 degrees.
Oh, wow.
The cause of the tower's foundation was only 3 meters deep. Subsoil was unstable and made of soft clay. Weight of the tower diffused downward until it found a weakness point in the soil. Stabilization remedial work was done. Stabilized tower between 1993 and 2001. Pierre, Raymond aggregate Pierre or RAM system was used to replace poor soils with dense columns of compacted aggregate. It was originally designed to be a bell tower. It took nearly 200 years to build.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, that scene made no sense to me. I hated it.
I got the joke. It was a joke like the guy was. Everyone was going there to see a monument, and they straightened it, and then they couldn't sell their souvenirs, and so they made new souvenirs, and then by the time they made new souvenirs, Superman shows up, re-leans the tower, and
I hate it. I hated it.
They
I
had
was
to-
like, this is stupid.
I got the joke.
Oh, I did too. I just thought it was stupid and it made no sense.
Devin, it was a joke.
I didn't like the joke.
You don't like a lot of things, but here we are.
Oof.
The film came out in 1983, so with us reviewing this movie, you know what? I'll go into that later. The cop shot into the crowd of people at our first movie with Richard Pryor.
Did he? Oh yeah, the robbery scene. Which was Richard Pryor one of the robbers, or was that just somebody else? It looked like Richard Pryor.
It was somebody else, and that seems kind of racist, even though that.
It looked like Richard Pryor to me. I'm not gonna lie. When I first watched it, I was like, "Really? He's robbing the bank because he didn't get a job?" And I was like, "That can't be his character."
It's not.
Okay.
This is our first movie with Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Seems like Gus has bad luck, basic powers, because constantly, he'll just walk by something and then bad things start happening, and I'm like, what the heck is happening? And like, it will quickly escalate into like mass amounts of like chaos, and I'm just like, what? Why? Why is this important to the plot?
I think it was just to show his character. Because, like, he had some bad luck. I think it was just to show how he met with millionaire jerkface Ross. That's how I viewed it. I'm sure that he's, like, a super genius.
Okay. So, I want to talk about fraud.
All right, go ahead.
So, you remember the Chance Bank ATMs?
Oh, my God, yes.
Where people were, like, withdrawing checks for, like, massive amounts of money.
Because they're idiots, yes.
And it would pop up in their system and then disappear. And so they're like, oh my gosh, it's a free money hack. It's a bunch of people were doing it. That's check fraud. That is a legitimate check fraud. I have no clue what happened to those people. But that,
they got arrested. You don't remember that?
I never saw anybody get arrested.
Oh, no, I found somewhere they got arrested.
No, they were going to get arrested. That's a legitimate crime. That is check fraud, but it happened in like 2014. Sorry, not 2014. 2024 or 2020. Yeah, it was 2024, right?
Yeah, it was over the summer.
Yep. Oh my gosh, 24. What a wild time to be alive. Not like now, but yeah.
Oh yeah, when this comes out, it feels like just yesterday.
We're showing it in the before times.
The before times.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Before whatever happens.
Booga 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 booga.
The original version of Superman 3, I already read you that. Probably the first movie where Lex Luthor would have been a good adversary for Superman, but they replaced him with Ross. Luthor hiring Gus and doing the supercomputer stuff would have been like pretty good. That would have made sense. Not him showing up to be like, "Oh, I'm here to cause some mischief. Oh, evil aliens, let me convince you to do sin."
Why you really don't like this version of Lex Luthor?
I hate this version. The more I watch it, the more I'm like, please stop. Go be a Batman villain in with Adam West.
Is he in Superman 5 or 4? Sorry.
I think you know. I think you know.
It's okay. We get a better version of Superman Return when we cross that bridge.
Yep. And oh my gosh, he's back.
Who's back?
Oh my gosh, Devin, you missed it. This version of Lex Luthor.
Oh no, he won't be back. Don't worry. Sadly.
Kind of weird that they got rid of Lois Lane within the 15 to 30 minutes into this movie.
Oh, dude, yeah, it made no sense. And then like she shows back up for like that one scene in South Columbia, and then she disappears until like the last 5 minutes. She's like, "Hey, I stopped a drug bust. Isn't that cool?"
Here's the headlines, Perry. What'd y'all do?
Yeah, what you guys do?
And I'm
And
like,
Superman-
this is not how you wrap this up.
It's exact. I love how that's how all these movies wrap themselves up. And then Superman's like, "I'm gonna just fly into space."
Yep.
Bye. I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't announce Superman 4. With the movies, they're like, "We'll be back for Superman 2. We'll be back for Superman 3."
Well,
This
I
one, they're
don't
like,
think they
"Bye."
knew because I think they were expecting. Part of me was thinking that they were expecting like foreshadow Brainiac and make him the big bad of the next movie. But the way they wrapped it up, it was like, it's all good, Gus. No fear, because they wanted to look cool with the kids, and like all of that because he was probably a popular actor at the time.
Oh, Richard Pryor was in the 80s.
So they just are like, yeah, we're cool with Richard Pryor. We don't want to make him the bad guy. And that was it.
I think so. And then they were like, well, time to make Superman 4.
Okay, I'm going to jump forward in my notes. What the fuck was the brother handshake with Superman and Gus where he's like, yeah, help me up. And Superman pulls him in, does like the back tap. And I'm like, it's good, brother. And I'm like, what?
Hey, man, Superman's just trying to show some love.
That seemed a bit racially charged, though. It
Superman's
seems
like,
like,
"Hey,
there was not a single person of color on the writing staff.
You think so?
It seemed like it.
How do they greet each other? Man, they give a little love to.
Yep. And they were like, that's how that's how it's done. And I love how Richard Pryor is just like, yeah, bro.
He's just like he's like, these dang white people don't know culture.
Yeah.
I need to go back and look at I need to look at Christopher Reed's face just see how he's like. He's probably like,
No, he's just cream cheese white.
he really is.
And I'm just like, okay. And Richard Pryor's just like, kind of like,
okay, Superman, shouldn't we fly off?
He's like, I was not expecting this. This was not in my script.
Did you guys just add this in?
But back to my notes. Could alcohol affect him theoretically?
You can't. But I thought he had a high metabolism.
Well, that's the thing with Superman. Like, he doesn't have a healing factor or anything, or like, you know what? In newer continuity, he does have a higher metabolism.
Mm.
He may in the older ones
Oh.
because Lex Luthor did steal a lot of cakes.
Oh yeah. You know what? Yeah, because in that one he keeps drinking and then he's just like in the bar being all broody, and I'm like, why is he at a bar?
Yep.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, Ricky got on my nerves. Little boy Ricky. Superman, you're cool. Superman, you're cool. Tell him you're good. And Superman's like, I'm gonna punch.
Do better.
Yeah. Oh, he said, you're okay, Superman. Do better. Meanwhile, his mom's like, Superman kind of put himself on me a little bit. I'm a little scared. I was like, oh.
Clark versus Superman fight. I think we already talked about that.
We did.
Brainiac robot woman thing.
It was okay.
It was okay, and this is why I thought they were going to foreshadow Brainiac in the next movie, and they don't.
Right.
Yeah, I think Brainiac would have been very cool. Do you know what I have always wanted for like a Superman villain lineup?
Which one?
For like a trilogy or something.
Which ones?
Let me think. So I would start off with like Parasite or something. Start low, a little bit low, something street level. Work your way up to like the Zod. And then Brainiac. And then taper back down with Lex Luthor after you build up through the other films. I don't. Or you may not even need to do Lex Luthor at all. Because a lot of times Lex Luthor is just evil billionaire put in jail. Oh, he's suddenly out again because of money. Oh, back in jail. Oh, he's out again because he's got money.
Yeah.
And then, well, here's the thing for the Lex Luthor one, I would do the clone thing where he clones him. But I would make it like Superboy where he's like trying to pay off the brand. And then if you want to go for like a final of the series, Doomsday.
Yeah. No, it's been done so many times. I don't know Superman's rogue gallery like that.
You don't want to do Mexapixel?
Mexapixel?
Moving on. CGI and green screen did not hold up great for the HS. But I have made a note in my notes, not for this movie, but for 4, to let it slide because it is so much worse than 4.
It's so much worse than 4?
I am not kidding you.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm on note 7. What are you rating this?
It's not as bad as I thought. I was like, I'm going to rate this low. It's still a pretty solid movie. It's had its highs and lows. I'm giving it a solid. I'm going to give it a 7.5. It's had its good. It's had its bad. I thought it was going to be a really lowest one in the series, but I'm going to give it a 7.5.
Okay, Devin. I'm about to shock you.
Are you going to give it a perfect 10?
No, I was going to give it a 4.
What? Really?
Hold on.
All right.
Why is your knee in frame?
My knee's in frame?
It is now. I just saw a like effervescent, fluorescent bulge. Shiny! Is it so white? No, I was going to give it a 4. Because I really do not like this movie and all this. And I comparing it to all the others. I don't hate this movie. Yeah, I am giving it a 6 though.
I feel that's pretty reasonable.
It's about middle of the road.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a little bit more. I enjoyed the Clark story. I thought the inner struggle fight was pretty good. Richard Pryor character, so I feel like a 7.5 is pretty good, pretty lenient too. I'd say for this one.
Hold on.
But you're right compared to, huh?
No, I keep talking. I was said I'm gonna pull up what we rated the other Superman.
Okay, yeah, but like for this one compared to the other two, it's not as good. But I also think this one tried to change their tone. We're like, we're gonna be more goofy, but a little bit serious, not full serious. But so that's a good point there. And yeah, if I had to rate them, I'd say Superman 2, Superman 1, and Superman 3. That's how I would rate them personally.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Well, let me finish typing this. I thought I had time because I thought you were still talking, and then you didn't, and so I was like, "Crap." And you get a 3.75 or 7.75.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. 20. Let's see.
I just 7.75 just sounds like good for it. I don't want to give it an 8 because I don't think it's
No, I think 13 around 13 is pretty good. So we gave it a 13.75. The only other thing that we've rated this at a 13.75 is Gamera the Guardian of the Universe 1995.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty good then.
So we have done 3 Superman movies. So Superman, our top rated one right now is Superman 2 1980 with a 15.75 out of 20. Then second, this movie, Superman 3 1983 at a 13.75. Third, Superman 1978 12 out of 20.
Wow.
So we're in that range for the Superman movies right now.
Cool.
Yep. So Devin, I'm out of notes. We've rated the movie. We compared the scores. Where can the people find us?
Hey guys, as always, you can check me out on my show, the More Sports Podcast, a sports podcast for everybody. That's what I was kind of show the Random Hour. It's our nerd and pop culture show, and we've had some awesome guest stars come on there, so go check it out. And as always, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Random Incorporated, where you can watch the video versions of all these episodes. And hey, follow us on Instagram as Rando Bucket Boys. And hey, we're on Twitter as Rando Corporate One. And my last words are gonna be, let me think. I'm trying to think of a good quote from the movie. Hold up. I'm trying to think of a good one. I'm trying to think. Richard Pryor had a good one that I had liked. I had to pick
Come on, brother.
Come on, brother. Yeah, okay.